one when they start and being able to get to the finish, but they've got a great crew there that they're hand forced just in terms of how the race played out and back time into the checkered flag. Louis Delatraz not taking tires, it looks like. That will force the hand of the leaders to do the same, stay on the same rubber, otherwise that track will go away. It is hammer time right now. Car's a little bit heavier. These LMP2 machines are very weight sensitive for one of the teams this week, Lena. They said, you know, when you see an overlap between the cars and you see why is that car suddenly much quicker, 75 litres of fuel is not that much weight. It's not a big fuel cell, but they said the cars are very sensitive to that in terms of lap time and what you're producing with the weight.
Yeah, and as the weight comes down, there's a twofold effect. It's not necessarily always right in the centre of the car, so there's a small shift in weight balance that can happen. That's not intentional, it's just the architecture of the car might influence that. And then, obviously, as you're getting older tyres, you will be getting faster, but taking the weight penalty every time you put the fuel in, that does cost kind of grip on the tyres, so there's a twofold influence there.
Let's talk more about this racing. AF Corsa Ferrari. We've mentioned multiple times throughout the broadcast, it's been since 1965 was the final time that Ferrari won overall here at Le Mans, and the victory went to North American Racing Team. And the drivers, Marston Gregory, the legend Jochen Rindt, and Ed Hughes. And there's quite...
You know, this is just hectic racing. You can see the way they've been just pushing all the time in the peloton and just, no let her up at all. We can see the hand signals there trying to slow her down. I'm not surprised some riders want to knock her off a bit, but it looks like they're going for the sprint now in this final 59 kilometres.
And there's 59 kilometres more, 10 more sprints, you'd say, into the cobbled sectors. And that stress, we saw it on that first sector. You saw what happened there, Sean. We had the incident with Sagan. We had Pogacar riding up on the wheel of Bettiol. Any surprises for you so far?
Well, the way they're racing, they're just going into these corners and it's just full-on racing. And we just see a moment ago before it just knocked off a bit there. They were coming around those corners and the way they were going, it was like going to the final number of kilometres of a stage. And, that just tells that, tense... how the riders are, how much they're being pushed on by the DSs, and it's just all the time fighting here to stay in position. And yeah, this one is going to be when we get into the real nitty-gritty now, which we're coming out of
we've had a crash, and this could be the nitty-gritty, I'm afraid. Rider down, Turgis for the second time in this Tour de France. Remember, he crashed on the bridge the other day on the way to Nibourg, and this is how it's happened. Take a look. Right at the back of the bunch. The other man called up was Guy Niv, the Israeli rider in the blue there, who's off his bike. That's Michael Storer, who is held up as well, and Carlos Medona just behind him. And let's hope that Anthony Turgis can get back up, because it's worth reminding us, and again, don't want to really put the commentator's curse on anybody, but we have to remind you that there are 176 riders still in. We haven't lost anybody yet.
Yeah, well, Turgis had a really rough day yesterday. We saw him going out the back with about 15 kilometres to go. But what we're seeing now is that real consolidation of position. The teams that are at the front, and that's what that chat was about. Slow it down, get it lined out, block the road off completely. We've got position, so now's not the time to waste energy. But there's always that moment after someone breaks ranks first. They go, this is the moment I'm going to go to get my team onto the next sector first. So it's the waiting game. It's a little bit like playing chicken, and then suddenly someone's going to accelerate to make sure their team in prime position on this next sector that they've all been talking about, this fast downhill section. Oh, that was so close.
This is nervous just watching as Luke rose down the left-hand side.
That happened, and a big apology hand going up there. That was right in front of Tadej Pogacar.